Hi, I'm Terry with Crosse Technology. We're looking at the Combo 8 package. The Combo 8 consists of two displays, a WS-7013 and a WS-7394. And these packages, these two are also available individually. Then it comes with the remote outdoor sensor as well, and with mounting brackets for that sensor, and a stand for the larger unit. Our first order of business in setting this up is to put power into the sensor. We slide the battery door open, and we're going to use fresh alkaline batteries. We look for the date code on the batteries. We're looking for brand name. The date code on these batteries should be the current year plus 6 or greater. Once I have batteries into the outdoor remote sensor, I'm going to move that about 3 to 5 feet away for the initial setup, and I'll power up my receivers. We want to remove the protective coating from both, and you can discard that. You won't need it again. And we open them up. On the 7394, we simply push the lever towards the battery door, and we'll put in a set of batteries, following the markings on the inside of the battery case for positive and negative. And we do the same thing on the 7013 using a pair of AAA batteries. We want to make certain with this setup that we get the batteries into the second unit within 30 seconds of the first unit. You can see that the 7394 has already picked up the outdoor temperature. It's showing the time as midnight on the first of the month. And we have the indoor temperature and humidity, a forecast icon. That icon, after 3 or 4 days of operation, should show you a relatively accurate forecast for the next 12 to 18 hours. We have the current atmospheric pressure, which defaults to 29.92, and we'll show you how to set that, and a pressure graph. We'll put that aside for just a moment. You notice that the smaller repeater, the 7013, also has the outdoor temperature and the indoor temperature, and thinks it's 12 o'clock. We'll set him first, because all we set is the time on this unit. We press the set button and hold it until that time becomes a flashing 12H. Using the Min-Max Plus button, we can change that to 24-hour clock if we wish, and that'll also give us degrees Celsius. I'm going to leave it at 12 hours in Fahrenheit. Pressing the set button again, the hours flash, and we use the Min-Max button to set the hour first. Watching for AM and PM. PM shows up just to the left of the hour, and it's a little after 3 o'clock here, so we have 3 PM. We press the set button again, the minutes are flashing, and we press the plus button to set the minutes. And it's about 25 after here. Press the set button once again, and the smaller unit, the WS-7013, is set up. Now we turn our attention back to the setting of the 7394. We start by pressing the set button and holding it. And we see LCD. By pressing the plus button, we can increase or decrease that, and that just shows us the density of the numbers on the display. Pressing the set button again, we select our time zone. Using the plus button, we're in the Midwest, we go to -6. You'll notice the US map changed to darken that area. Pressing the set button once again, daylight savings time. We want it on. Where we are, we actually observe daylight savings time, so we have it on. If you don't observe daylight savings time, you'd hit the plus button to turn it off. Pressing the set button once again, RCC, radio controlled clock. I want that on. I want my unit to pick up the forecast, the time hack from Colorado, and set it automatically. Pressing the set button again, I have the option of 12-hour or 24-hour military time again by using the plus button. Again, I'll leave it in 12-hour. Pressing the set button again, I can manually set the time if I desire. I'm not going to. I'm going to let this automatically pick up the signal from Fort Collins. Should do it in the next 2 or 3 nights. And I'm going to just click through the flashing minutes, the flashing year, the flashing month, and the flashing day. And I'm going to make my next decision. Do I want Fahrenheit or Celsius? The plus button lets me choose that. Pressing the set button once again, I have a choice of inches of mercury or hectopascals for my reading in my atmospheric pressure. I'm going to go with inches of mercury. That's most commonly used in the US. Pressing the set button once again, now the pressure is flashing. By using the out button, I can set my pressure to the actual pressure in my area. The out, or plus, counts up. The in counts down. Press that set button once again. I have a forecast sensitivity. So I'm going to leave this at 3, which is valid for 85% of the country. There's a 1 and a 2, and you can set for mountains or deserts or seashore. Pressing set button once again puts me back in my normal operating mode. Little smiling face between the temperature and humidity is telling me that the temperature and humidity are in a standard comfort level. If either of those goes above or below the standard comfort levels, the little smile face turns to a frown face. Another thing with this unit, it will accept up to 3 of the outdoor remote sensors, and when I have those set up, the channel button, CH button here, will let me change between them. If I want to see maximum and minimum temperatures, pressing the in button shows me what my maximum temperature and humidity were and the time it was logged in, and we see the word max. Pressing it again shows me the minimum temperature and humidity and the time that was logged. Pressing it a third time gives me back my normal display. I have the same with the outdoor. One press is going to show me my maximum outdoor temperature, a second my minimum outdoor temperature, and a third the normal display. Now and again, people will call and ask if they can use these units individually or if they have to have both of the displays running. And there's no reason to have both running if you don't wish. Just one display operates fine. Another question that people will sometimes ask is, if I lose my outdoor temperature, will my whole display fail? No, it won't. Only the outdoor temperature area, the bottom of each of these displays will fail. In that case. As well, that outdoor temperature sensor, particularly on this where you can have more than one, will take temperature wherever it is. People have been known to use extra sensors to monitor the temperature in the garage, the basement, the attic, and in one case I know of, the wine cellar.